Hello guys, Bami here. Today I'm going to be discussing about chosen ones. I'm going to give you 6 signs in which you are chosen by God. To be chosen by God is to be set apart. To be chosen by God means to be conformed into the image of Christ. You are not going to entirely be like Christ, but you are going to be a follower of him through your character. Your character will reflect an image of Christ. So that is to be chosen by God. That is to be set apart as a vessel for God to be used. Okay, so these are the 5 signs. Number 1, you don't fit in. You don't fit in into social gatherings. You don't fit in among your friends. You don't fit in into communities. Why? Because you are set apart. Because your characteristics, your personality, your thinking is different from the way they think and act. That is why you don't fit in. And you might be asking yourself that, why am I not like them? Why do I feel a certain way among them? It is because your spirit doesn't fit into that group of people. Your thinking, unconsciously thinking, doesn't conform to the ways of their group. So you feel uncomfortable, you feel as if you're forcing yourself upon them. So that is what it means not to fit in. And it might be somehow in the sense that you feel like you want to be alone, you feel like you are not accepted in the social group. But it's not that you are not accepted, it's because you don't naturally fit in or conform to their groups. And these people that you are trying to mingle with or you are trying to fit in into, they know that you don't belong to them. They know that you are different from them, and they kind of indirectly don't want to have anything to do with you, or probably some of them are mysterious to find um more information about you, but they don't rock with you like that because you're not of the same flock, I should say. So they look at you strangely when you want to conform to their identity. They look at you strangely, they doubt you, and they make fun of you. Are you sure? Are you sure she's okay? And you start to feel somehow that, man, I mean, I can't do this no more. So that is what makes you not to have a lot of friends, because you don't fit in. And when you don't fit in, you are set apart for greatness, you are set apart for change, you are set apart to shed light into the world. So, number 2 is you are targeted by Satan. It is unfortunate that the chosen are targeted by Satan. Do you know why? Because God values his chosen ones, and Satan too also has interest, because he knows that God's chosen vessels will disrupt his plans. So he tries to target them even before they are born. He targets you before you were even born in your, I mean, like out of your mother's womb. Yeah, it targets you even before your parents even think of delivering you. It targets your parents first, then you. Your parents might experience spiritual warfare, attacks, life struggles that doesn't seem normal. it doesn't look normal. They might have disappointments in their relationships, they might have misfortunes, they lost a business, they lost a good friend betrayed them, they lost pregnancy, and they even have difficulties in delivering you. It's like they have to fast day and night before they can even deliver you. That is a spiritual attack, because Satan doesn't want you to come to this world. Satan doesn't want you to come to this world, but thanks to God Almighty, He delivered your parents from those attacks. He delivered your parents from those attacks, and you were able to be born. And do you know what? Spiritual attacks doesn't end just like that. Satan actually continues to attack you even till when you are grown up now, because he sees you as a threat. He doesn't care about you, but he cares about what God puts in you. And he knows that you can be a damage to his kingdom. And also, he wants to draw you closer to his kingdom, not God's. Because if you can partner with him, you can be of a great use to his kingdom. So he wants to make you tired and fed up upon, especially waiting upon something, and then deceiving you and drawing you closer to his kingdom. That's what he wants. So the attacks continues, but it's just a pity that he started targeting you before you were born, even before you even think, or your parents think that they are going to have you. He started attacking your parents because he has already known that you are going to come through your mother's womb, and it starts from there. Okay, the sign the third sign is you encounter spiritual beings. Yeah, as a chosen one, you might encounter angels, demons, ghosts, whatever you name it. You might experience all the spiritual activities. You might feel the presence of angels frequently. It's not just one time and you just feel, no, it's frequently, because when you are a chosen vessel of God, you are highly protected by angels. It's like when you see things spiritually, you will see angels surrounding you. Yeah, and you might have felt those encounters when you were small. You might have seen a demon, you might have seen an angel, you might have seen images that naturally they are not there, like physically they are not there, but as you become conscious of it, it fades away, and you'll be wondering that I saw something just now. I saw a cross, I saw an image, I saw a figure somewhere, like an image somewhere, but where is it? It's like, am I hallucinating? No, you are not hallucinating. Yeah, no, you are not hallucinating. God opened your eyes to see part of the spiritual realm. God opened your eyes to see that demon that is standing beside you or sitting down next to you. God revealed in a trance the demonic activities that is taking place in your house. God revealed it to you. And also you might experience, and it's not only when you were small, you can also experience this in adulthood, like angelic visitations. You know that angels are around you and all this kind of stuff. So you might experience that. So it's not only when you were a child, but you can also experience this when you are growing into an adult or when you are an adult. Okay. So number 4 is protection. Yeah. God's chosen ones are highly protected. They are highly guided and they are highly protected because of the forces, dark forces that is planned against them. You might have experienced a, a near death experience, but you escaped death. You might probably when you were little, you swimmed, is not swim, but you almost drowned inside the water or inside the pool, but for some strange reasons you came out alive, or um or you escaped a killing. That means probably when you were in a town that a lot of killing were involved, and you were with your parents, and um somebody showed you a way of escape, and that is it. And it might even be an angel that showed you a way of escape. That means you escaped that killing. That means you escaped death. Okay. You might even escape car hit, like um like um a car unconsciously has a brake issue, and you were not aware of it, and you were just crossing, and the car almost hit you, but somebody came to rescue you, or probably the car just stopped at your front and didn't move. That is a divine protection. That is an angel that you can't see, that actually protected you, that actually stood in front of you to guide you. Or I should say, when you are walking, you are unconscious and you are just walking, you are not even aware of your surroundings, and a train is passing by and you didn't look up. It's like you are so involved in yourself, but somebody came at your front to block your movement. So that is an angel. Remember, the Bible says that do not forget to entertain people, because some came as angels. Okay, that means not everybody that you see is human, and don't treat people anyhow just because of their condition, because they might be angels and they might come to protect you, they might come to give you favor, but they disguise themselves as human beings. So that is protection. That is the divine protection from God to save your life. Or it might be, I'm like, there are so many different reasons. I'm just giving you an example. Or it might be witches are planning to kill you or eradicate your family through their witchcraft. But they, they didn't seem to get to you. Like, no matter how much they tried, no matter the strategy that they tried, they can't kill you, and they don't know why, and they are troubled about it. So that is divine protection. That is severe cases of divine protection. I know that everybody has guiding angels that protects them, but what I'm talking about is that these cases that I'm describing to you, it's a severe case that is not natural, is not just a coincidence. This is divine intervention. So this is a strong sign that you are one of God's chosen vessel. Okay. Number 5 is spiritual awakening. Yeah, spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening um is activated by a trigger such as traumatic experience that draws you closer to God. That traumatic experience might be betrayal. That experience might be humiliation. It might be rejection. It might be change of a new life. It might be anything. It might be a car crash that draws you closer to God. And when you are drawn closer to God, God will shed his light upon you. And when God sheds his light upon you, you start seeing things in a different way. Remember, Jesus Christ is the way, is the truth, and is the life. And when you have the light of Christ, you are going to what? Know the way. You are going to see the truth and know the lies. When you know the truth, you know the lies and the deceptions. Okay? And this light shows you a road to life. When you have the light, you have the truth into so many things. When you have the light, you become awakened to things that you never knew before, things that other people doesn't know. You are awakened to it. When you have the light, you are not in darkness anymore, or you are not asleep, because most people that we have, they are still sleeping. They are asleep. They don't know what is going on. They are just walking. In the spiritual realm, they are just zombies, NPCs. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know where they are going. They don't even have any life. I mean, like you might see them in the physical realm living lavishly and earning a lot of money, but in this spiritual realm, man, they are dead. They are living, they are walking dead. So the light of Christ actually makes you to be spiritually awakened into so many things. And this is where God reveals your purpose, because you have been awakened to the truth. And when you have been awakened to the truth, you know your purpose. Yeah, you know your purpose when you have been awakened to the truth. You know the deceptions and lies of people. You know the manipulation and tricks. You know how the government operates. You start to question things because you have seen the light. You know something is wrong somewhere. So you question everything because I mean, like feel that why does it have to be this way? You start to ask different questions, and when you are spiritually awakened, your thinking shifts into a different perspective. You start to think differently, and your spiritual awakening leads you to transformation. When you are spiritually awakened, you will transform yourself. That's it. And when you transform yourself, you are involved in self-development. When you are spiritually awakened, you'll be involved in self-development. Self-development is very, very crucial to your growth and to your spiritual awakening. Okay? So, the other one is in repeated numbers. Hmm. When you see repeated numbers, it means is from the divine. It's not just randomly seeing or purposely searching for numbers. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that numbers symbolizes something in the Bible. Numbers um, symbolizes a quantity of something in the Bible, and God is organized. God is an organized God. So he uses numbers to give us signs that signs to show his divine presence, signs to actually answer what is in your mind. Okay, for example, you might think that I'm not supposed to do this thing, and unconsciously you just look at the time and then is 10:22. That is an answer from God. Or probably you've just finished praying. You know, you do your early morning prayer and you just finish praying, and then you just say, okay, let me just check the time. Then you see 10:20. I'm just giving you an example. Then when probably you are about to go out to somewhere, and then you just want to like put on your GPS tracker, and then you just see 11:20. Like, that is not a coincidence. Like, this is a pattern of repeating numbers. Might not necessarily be the same repeating numbers. It might be the same sequence. Like, okay, let me give you an example. Like 9:20, 10:20, right? 150, 140, such a thing like that, or probably 230. It is a pattern. It is a pattern of numbers. So God uses this to give us a message. God uses these numbers to give us a message that is with us. Carry on. That's a good idea. But when you see that there's a disorganization of those numbers and you feel within you that you are doing something wrong, it is true that you are doing something wrong, and it is high time for you to talk to God. And do you know the amazing thing, is that when you actually talk to God, you will actually see that the numbers are more organized in a repeating pattern. You might see that probably is like 155, or 244, or 322. It becomes more organized. Why is it that when you talk to God, that it seems I'm not doing something right, and you know that you're not doing something right? Why does it seem that, okay, when you are about to start your car, you just see those patterns of numbers? It's not like that is not a coincidence. Repeating patterns of numbers several times, it is not a coincidence. Okay, so the last one is you become an outcast or black sheep of your family. This is a big sign that you are the chosen one, because people see you differently. Sometimes, um, or most of the times, the devil plants thoughts in your family's mind about you, just because the way you look like, just because you are not from a proper background, just because you don't have the right status, just because you are not qualified. So those thoughts that the enemy plants in your brother or your sister or your nephew or your cousin's mind actually influence how they treat you, because they will look at you like you are not among them. They will discredit you. They will neglect and abandon you because they feel that you are not just up to their level. They might be thinking negative about you based on your circumstances. But guess what? Do you know what? God is using this for your protection. Yeah, God is using it for your protection, because if they know your value, they will exploit and use you. Yeah, and they will benefit from the glory of God too. So you have to know this, that Satan plants thoughts in people's minds in order to discredit you, in order to make you feel like something is wrong with you, in order to make you depressed, in order to make you get tired of your life. So chosen ones have experienced high levels of neglect, abandonment, and uh, they have been left out in the sun to dry out. In fact, they don't even invite them for family gatherings. They don't invite them for any celebration. Like, they are just left on their own. They just forgotten about them. But take this from me, that if they can treat you like this, they were never part of your life. Sometimes some people sees your light. Your family members can might have seen your light and might have seen your value, but they don't cherish you because they are jealous, and they are ready to discredit you, and they are ready to feel as they are ready to make you feel as if you are not superior than them. So that is it for that. So that's all for the chosen. If this sign resonates with you, like the video and subscribe, and make sure you share this post. Okay, I will see you in my next video. I'm out. Peace.